Okay, welcome back. I mentioned that we're going to be talking about how to go from being financially broke to being stable. This was me about 5 to 6 years ago. I was always struggling. I was always struggling financially. Being a child that was raised by a single parent, it was always a terrible one. That's always been a terrible one. But immediately I started giving myself the room to express myself effortlessly and limitlessly. I began to see things roll in my direction. I began to see things change in the way that I wanted it to change. And so I know that these ways I'm going to be sharing with you are going to be definitely the solution you've been looking out for. And so, yes, let's dive right into it. I often start my financial journey with self discovery because I know that self discovery outsees the most answers that you have. But you have been finding it hard to do this and dive into this journey because you haven't given yourself the room to explore who you are. You carry so much, baby. You carry so much. And you need to explore the inner self, your inner self. You need to explore your inner man. You need to know how much of these gems you carry, how much of this beauty you carry on the inside of you. Your money, your breakthrough, your finances, your wealth, the generational wealth that you've been craving for, they are hidden in certain things that are on the inside of you. For example, your talent, your gift, your abilities, your interest. Number two, your compliments, things that people appreciate about you. They house the money. I'm definitely going to share another video on how you can do this, how you can explore all of these things. But before we go into that's for another video. You need to stick with me and know that you have so much. Now, after self-discovery, you want to go into self-exploration. But you would not be able to go into self-exploration unless you know who you are yourself, unless you know all these things that you carry on the inside of you, unless you give yourself the answers to all the questions people have been asking you. Who are you? What do you carry? What can you offer? What are the things you can bring to the table? Until you can sit back and answer all these questions, you will not be able to arrive at who you really are. And that is the basis for me. That is the foundation of this whole video. This is what it is entirely based on. You want to know who you are, and you want to really know how much of greatness you carry on the inside of you. And after you've come onto this point of knowing that, okay, this is who I am, these are the things I love doing, these are the things I can put out for myself, then the first thing you need to do is to amplify you. Amplify who you are. I do not know why people are always shy to release who they are, to make some noise. I know my friends know me that I love making noises, but the truth is that you need to make noise. You need to make people know that this is who you really are. You need to make them know that you can do all of these things. You can sing, you can write, you can speak. Why are you keeping it? Why are you hiding it? And for whom are you hiding it? Who are you trying to cage yourself for? No one. I believe so much in self-sustainability. I believe that we are all made with what is meant to help us become the best of who we can be. We are all made to become what will be a blessing to others, what we need to explore. We have it on the inside of us. And yes, you need to amplify this thing. You need to let people know. Give yourself the room. Give yourself the permission to actually step fully into these things and own it. When you own it, then you can then go from being taking most of them as being hobby to monetizing them, making them allow you bring in money through them. For example, you can write for people. Share knowledge on how people can write. Some of us find it really hard to write. Some of us find it really stressful to write. Teach people to go from finding this thing stressful to enjoying it. Write for people. People who do not have time, get their writing contract. Write for them. collect their project for them, do all of these things. There are so many streams that are attached to who you are. There are so many streams that are attached, to your gifts and your abilities. And you definitely want to, scratch the surface and explore these things. Explore them. That's number one. Number two, who are you sent to? For me, I know that I've always made noise. I'm passionate about teenagers. I'm passionate about young minds. I'm passionate about young people. And this is because I really I found myself at a very early age. And I believe that if you can discover yourself at a very early age, it is a plus for you, because you're going to just, start exploring who you are and start living in the reality and the beauty of who you are from a very young age. And so I am drawn more to teenagers. I am not even all that drawn to children. I'm drawn more to teenagers, and I'm drawn to people who are, at the early stage of their life, trying to figure out who they really are. These are the people that I'm drawn to. For some people, they are drawn to drawn to children. For some people, they are drawn to widows. For some people, they are drawn to men. For some people, they are drawn to women. For some people, they are drawn to old age people. Find who you're drawn to. These are the people that becomes your audience. Yes, these are the people that, the business moguls call your target audience. Who are the people you've been called to serve? Beyond anything, you are a blessing, and you have been created to be a blessing to me and to thousands of people out there. And if you do not show us all these things, you're going to just keep stealing from us. If you do not show us all these beautiful things and express it, you're going to be stealing and be killing us, because we need all the gifts that you have. We need them. We need them to survive. For example, you've been called to help children who find it really hard to learn easily, and you've been doing this with children in your within your corner, and it's been working. What will happen to the children who are out there who need this help? So why not just create a structure and pull this out? You won't just be doing this to make money for yourself. You'll be doing this to solve problems of parents who find it really hard to understand why their children are not finding it easy to learn. You'll be solving problems of children who are suffering from intimidation, of not knowing how they are meant to learn as fast as their colleagues and their mates are learning. Can you see how much solutions you have on the inside of you? You need to work on all of these things and become the best that you can be. So when number one, when you know who you are and you amplify who you are, you make some noises, you tell us how much of these things that you carry. Number two is that you want to give it out to the people who need it. Number three is you want to give yourself the audacity. I said it. This number three thing, the third one is it has always stood out for me. You want to give yourself the audacity. So many of us have remained the way we are, or the way we've always been, because we have not given ourselves the audacity to step into the reality of who we are. We've not given ourselves the room, the guts to step into who we have been called to be. Step into it. Give yourself that audacity. Give yourself that room. Create room and space for yourself to explore yourself, and allow yourself to come out. Allow yourself to come out. I knew I find this really hard at a point in my life. I think it was seeing myself on flyers and all like that. I always get intimidated. I used to be really shy, and someone just came to me and was like, if you do not appear on flyer, how do you want them to know who you are? So if you do not allow yourself to step into that room, give yourself that room. You have been, you've always wanted to be an artist, but you don't know how people are going to feel. Why do you care? Why do you care about how people are going to feel? Why not care about how you're going to feel if you do not do all of these things? If you do not help yourself to make the money that you need to make? If you do not help yourself to liberate your families the way you are meant to liberate them? If you do not help yourself to be a blessing to the thousands and millions of people that you are meant to be a blessing to, then of what do they mean to you? Of how will you say you care about all of these other things that doesn't even matter at the end of the day? So my dear, you want to discover yourself, you want to amplify it, showcase who you are. You want to send this out to the people who really need it, and you want to give yourself the audacity to come out boldly and confidently to reign as who you have been called to be. And so here are the things that you can actually stand on, express yourself in, and become financially free for life. Money and making money lies in all these gems that I just told you. They lie in these values. Money comes from raw materials, and these are the raw materials that you really need. These are the raw materials that you really need. And the basis of everything lies in self-discovery. So if you found this video helpful, like and share with a friend. Do well to put on the post notification button so that you always get to know when I drop a new video. And by this time next week, I'm going to be dropping a video on how I started my photography journey. So thank you for staying with me. Bye.